Welcome back to the Flannel Panel, everybody. I got Troy, and we have Ty, Jason, Mike. What's that in the back screen here?
Hey,
Jason made it. Look at that, and all
He
his,
makes a dramatic
Coming in
entrance
hot.
he
most
does.
times.
Yeah, look at that flannel too.
I
It's
was ready.
beautiful.
I was actually on time. I was all ready to go doing the sound check, and the mic fell at my lap. The stupid stand broke. So technical difficulties.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
You're looking good. And Ty's back. Ty's been a world travel. Well, not world, but
not world.
Nation traveler.
Yeah,
for the last little while.
Yeah, it took
Dimensional trip.
three sides. I just needed to go north towards Canada, and I would have been all right.
Ooh,
Come on up.
I know.
Yeah.
New York, California, and Texas, all in like 2 weeks.
The big three.
Yeah.
And polar opposites.
Or big 2.5.
well,
No.
Ian, July 14th, I'll be invading Canada, so that's our
Are you
trip
coming
this
up?
year. Yep.
Well, we'll have to see if you're passing by. But the convoy from Ohio.
Yeah.
So you got it all
5
booked?
gallons of Canadian.
Oh yeah, we're all booked, and there'll just be a vapor trail of diesel going up. You know,
Sweet.
up through Michigan.
And that's north of Wawa, right? Where are you going?
Yes, we go through Wawa to a little. We fly out close to a little town called Foleyet. I don't know if you ever heard of this little railroad stop, but that's where we fly from.
You got to take some videos for Ty.
Okay, yeah.
Because Ty needs to make this trip one time with you. I feel like because that's
definitely
the ultimate, like one of the ultimate Canadian trips. I think
it's a little bit of an exciting trip because
Ontario.
it's under new ownership after the whole 30 years we've been going. So they're hopefully making some improvements. So hopefully
you might have
it'll
Wi-Fi.
be better. Yeah. Well, no, I'm just hoping for
if they could fix anything,
boats that run.
What would you suggest if you had a comment card of like? What was your biggest complaint?
I don't think you know what we're dealing with. Like most times when we get there, we land at like a bottom of a hill, and we've got 250 yards uphill to the cabin, and there's a lawnmower with a wagon. And that lawnmower only runs every other year. So a lot of times you're humping it up the hill. So I'm too old for that anymore. So I just make the young lads do it. But I would vote for that. But the exciting part about this year's trip is our cabin sits on a waterfall, so there's river above the cabin. You know, there's a portage, and they're actually going to fly us in above the falls for the first time ever. So it'll be a much easier access to the camp. So
sweet!
Oh, nice.
That's like a game changer. Because that first day is rough.
Yeah, especially with when you start drinking before you even get going, right?
Yeah, usually it's up at 6, like a 3-hour drive, wait 4 hours for the plane, drinking beer the whole time, fly in, get in the boat for 3 hours, drink as much beer as you can until you get to camp. And then it's like 4 hours of hard work getting into camp. So if we can avoid all that hard work in the 3-hour boat ride, I think we're home free.
Oh, that's great. That'll be fun.
I'm going to have to send some 8 times up gear for you to wear on site.
Oh,
that way
do it up for sure. Yeah. Tommy D's in the house.
Yeah.
And what's this? Wait, the Canuck isn't watching hockey. Well, I think he's more invested than you and Ty are more invested than I am right now. Well, the Colorado team should do pretty well.
That's right. Avalanche have been looking pretty good.
Yeah, so Ty, you better send Troy some stuff so we can get some pictures, and I'm sure Troy will throw it up on that Flannel Panel Instagram page at Flannel Panel Streams.
Yeah. Yeah. I make at least 1, maybe 2 posts a week. So yeah, I'll get her on there.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Nat's in here too. That's great. Yeah. So what's been up? I've had one of the busiest weeks. It feels like. I feel like I say that every week for the past while. But what's been going on with you guys? I haven't been MIA in text threads and in life itself, and I have no clue what's up. So what's going on, Ty? I think you traveled a bunch. Where did you go?
So we went to New York for my wife's birthday. I've been forbidden to say which birthday it was in any public forums. But
Smart.
yeah, we flew to New York. It was a pretty quick trip. Stayed right downtown in like the theater district. So we took an Uber from the airport to our hotel and from the hotel home. And other than that, just walked everywhere, which is one of the cool things about New York, I guess. But I saw a couple of shows, Moulin Rouge that's like one of my wife's dreams to see a Broadway in New York. So we checked that off the bucket list, and then saw Steve Cohen's magic show called Chamber Magic, which is, I mean, basically it's the show I modeled my career after, and he's been in New York for like 20 years. So it was a bucket list thing for me, and got to hang out with him a little after the show and see some new stuff he was implementing into next week's show, like the week after we were there, which was kind of cool to like get let behind the scenes on his process. And so, yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome.
So had you met him before, Ty, or how did you get to hang with him?
No, we had a mutual friend that texted him and said I was in town coming to the show. And so that was the introduction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a card, like a union card.
There almost should be at this point, but
yeah.
It's a new ace of a new suit that you have to hand or something. Yeah,
that's right.
Isn't it a tattoo on your finger, or is that someone else?
That's different. I'm not cool enough for that group.
Just figure.
What was that?
Yeah, and then we flew to Sacramento after that was at Simpson University in the middle of nowhere, California, Redding, California, for a show, and down to Texas, Dallas area. I was like, I don't even remember, but got to see Conway. So.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's my bucket list.
Go to see Conway.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey. Yeah, we're going back to Texas in October. And so on this trip, at one point we had a flight get moved, and I texted Conway and I was like, Conway, like, hey, we're coming in early. What are you doing? He's like, just come over to the house. And I got all excited. And then our flight got moved, and I had to text him and say, hey, sorry, that was premature. Like, not going to happen. And he's like, dang it. He's like, I was like lining up the pours we were going to go through that night. And I'm like, if you know Conway, I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
that's a what's in your glass right there.
Yeah. So when we go down in October, I made sure we flew in a night early this time. And I'm like, Conway, we're coming over. So,
oh man, that'd be great.
I'm pumped for that.
So this chamber magic, what is it named chamber magic for a reason? Because
it goes back to like vaudeville era when they used to perform in like the chambers of like rich, wealthy families.
Gotcha.
And so that's kind of where I'm pretty sure that's what I say that like with full confidence. And then I'm like, I don't know if that's actually, I'm pretty sure that's where that name stemmed from.
So that's not just like you get a chamber and put a person in there and chop them in half. That's not what you're talking about. Okay. Because when you said chamber magic, I'm like, what does that mean? But that your description makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So it's all, I mean, he's very like high Victorian and kind of his suits and his style and the hotel he's in. So he used to be in the, why am I going to blank? No, I'm not. It's like a huge, like back in the day, it was like the mob hangout hotel, like super high end New York hotel. Why can't I think of it? This is going to drive me nuts. I'll Google it in a second.
Like the John Wick Hotel?
Yeah, essentially. But I guess it's been under construction for like 5 years. So when it went under construction, he moved to the new place. But it's still super elegant, like, you know, suit and tie required kind of stuff. But it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well,
what's
everyone drinking?
Yeah, what's in your glass?
Yeah, let's at least talk about
that.
Troy was pre-gaming.
Yeah, I had a couple cocktails beforehand, but right now I'm drinking. This is one I got from Clint. I think I've talked about this before. This is Tumbling Dice. It's it's a single barrel pick he got from Spec Single Barrel Selections in Texas. But I had basically we traded. I got him a High West single barrel that was finished in peat, and then he sent me this. So I feel like I won this trade.
Yeah, I was gonna say you traded up in that case.
Yeah, but it's
He,
Clint. It's Clint.
he
though.
said he
would
loves
love
it,
that
but-
peat stuff.
Yeah.
I have a double rye that's finished in Isla barrels, and it's really good.
Okay, some of those are really good, but I don't know if I would like Pete.
Yeah.
Pete's what do you got wrong? Problems with Pete? He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's
He's a good fella.
Pete's never done nothing to
PEAT.
nobody.
Tommy, he's a Bud Light. What's that? Chilada?
Oh,
What is that?
It's the like tomato juice and spicy. Like,
Oh, really? They have a
tomato
Bud Light.
and lime,
I don't
and
think we have that up here.
Yeah.
What's the big craze around here now? Is there like a Apple Bush Light or something Apple or Bud Light Apple? I don't know, but there's something. It's something big around here right now.
wow.
We're lowbrow. I don't drink it, but yeah.
I saw a bunch of it in Wyoming. They had it stacked up in the cooler. Bush apple, I think it was.
Bush Apple. No thanks.
I don't know.
Jason, what do you
Maybe-
got? You just got off work, didn't you?
Speaking of,
Yeah.
this is the first. This is pretty much the first regret pour of the night.
Andrew West is here, and he says, "Love some peat, although some are a little much." I don't know. See, I like heavy peated stuff. I'm not a big fan of finished in peat. I like the heavily peated, like a Lagavulin or something like that. But
I thought that would be a fun episode. Those are always good for a laugh where we all just try Pete, but then I realized that Jason and Ian are already fans, so that probably wouldn't be as funny.
we could do it though. Jason and I could plan it. That would be fun, actually. Jason and I could plan it and send some stuff out and have Troy just.
Have you? What about you, Ty?
We could do a versus, like Pete versus no Pete, and like because I don't like Pete at all.
Okay.
So me and Troy could just badmouth all of the crap he sent us.
A versus would be fun. Let's think about that. I like that. Tommy D says Bush Apple's terrible. I would agree with that.
I feel like I could have told you that without ever trying it. Like,
Yeah, I guess I was surprised it was popular.
Yeah, me too. I'm drinking a funky IPA that's like infused with lactose. I poured it and then read it, and I'm like, we'll see about this. So far, it's all right, but
I'd rather drink the Bush apple. IPAs. I give you all the credit in the world. You're a real man. I
disagree. I think IPAs are hipsters, right? That's who drink IPAs.
So bitter. And they don't quench anything.
This one's not too bad. I like double IPAs.
Ugh.
So a double IPA is less hoppy. It's got more sweet hops to it, so you might be all right with that. The bitterness I can't stand either. But yeah.
I would have to don't fact check this, but I'm pretty sure that IPAs were originally created for like malts that had gone bad, right? Like that's
really?
why they were using IPAs.
Yeah, they were initially created to travel so they wouldn't go bad on long trips. Like
Yeah.
Like to India or something.
Yeah.
India Pale Ale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're just beery enough to be called beer, but anyway.
Yeah.
I do not know what if I speak because I don't.
We do have some funky foam on the top or whatever it's called. It all looks like it's growing. Yeah. Maybe that's the lactate. I don't know.
All I can think of is you've got like a breast milk IPA or something right now. Like every
I'm
time
sure
you say that,
now that we say that, we could market that and could.
You wouldn't be far off.
I don't know. There's a lot of people in this world, Ty. That might hit some, especially after the last 2 years. Oh, sorry. James is drinking some Four Roses small batch.
Nice.
That's a
Classic.
great.
I've raised
classic.
him well.
I agree. All right, Ty, what are you gonna do?
Oh
wait, Jason. Do we just skip Jason?
It's all good.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Save
yeah,
the
I was
best
like-
for last. Go
I
ahead.
think I jumped in.
I stopped by a store last night and found this for the first time. So
All right.
I've been
got the-
scouting that out. There's none here yet.
What do you think?
it's good. And I was prepared tonight to like blast it because I don't like Jack Daniels. And even the only thing I've ever really liked from Jack Daniels is the barrel proof rye they put out. And so even, the
Single
single barrel
barrels?
proofs,
Huh.
I'm not a huge fan of. I still get a lot of the banana on it. And so not a big deal, but it's not bad. So the first time I saw it, it was $80 and I was like, hard pass.
Wow.
But found it for under 40. So
Yeah, I won't see that beer for a while, I don't think.
yeah, and I've got, if depending on how long we're on, we've got the
Is that
bonded.
the bonded?
too.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're drinking the triple mash right now?
Yeah.
That's the one I'm curious about.
That's the one I've seen better reviews on.
Yeah.
But
Sweet.
I can't remember. Was it rye? I don't know. Isn't there like a malt? Or I can't remember what
The triple
This was-
mash?
a lot of malt. Yeah.
Oh, triple mash, honey malt, and soft oak.
You got to get yourself out there, Troy. Malt is where it is.
Yeah. I don't know much. But
Not-
everybody seems to like it.
Not a huge malt guy.
Yeah. I'm not a big malt guy either, and I'm not getting it doesn't taste like some of the young high malt
Yeah.
craft distilleries or anything.
So Troy, do you have real power now?
Yeah. Actually, it's been a week now. Last week I got power back at 8:30, so we just fired up the power right before we went live, and then I've got air conditioning and everything tonight. That's why I can wear a flannel.
That's awesome. You're looking good too. The new setup with the bourbon bar behind you. I love it.
Thanks. I did notice that these lights are burnt out, so we'll work on those.
Andrew's up in Canada on the other side, so he's gonna grab some next week. Samples are always welcome. I owe him a ton of samples. And he also says, has anyone tried the Oak and Thieves Nulu? I have not.
I have some on the way, but I haven't got them yet.
Yeah, I don't
They did a rye and a bourbon, didn't they, Jason?
Yes, a toasted rye and a double oak bourbon. I think I don't remember exactly, but
And if anybody is watching this that doesn't know, Oak and Thieves is the podcast and BS and Bourbon's barrel program, I guess it is, right? So check that at Oak and Thieves wherever you check things out.
I'm behind. I'm behind by
Grease.
a delivery. I just on the previously stated trip to Wyoming this weekend, I picked up the Russell's Reserve, the Russell's Man.
Oh, cool.
So I got into that this weekend, which was really good.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I found this. That's what I'm drinking. I heard you guys talking all about the Johnny Walker High Rye.
Wasn't that Casey? Didn't Casey?
Casey and Corey really liked it too. So me figured it's probably right up my alley. So
Well, I mean, Casey and Corey, if they both like it, a couple good
it's
palates.
really good. I really like it. I mean, it definitely has the single malt, but that rye makes it a lot sweeter, and I really like it.
It's like Troy could drink that. Like you could handle that scotch because it's a bourbon drinker scotch for sure.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So
maybe that'll be in the face off that Tommy D said, or the verses. We should
there you go.
Yeah. See what you like.
I mean, it's 90 proof, so it's almost like water for you, Troy. So, 90 proof for a Johnny Walker is actually pretty good. Usually they hang right at 80. So,
I was watching. I hate to admit it, but I was watching a Bourbon Junkies video the other day, and they were drinking Basil Hayden's. I can't remember which one, something new. And they originally said 90 proof, and I was all excited. I thought maybe they changed the proof on something, but it was actually 80. They just misspoke. But I can't remember which one it was, but safe to say they didn't like it.
I think I watched that earlier today, actually. It was the Touch of Smoke or something smoked.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
What are they doing with that?
I don't know. They didn't like it. It was
Like, is it peat or is it like
no,
mesquite or what's
I'm
happening?
not sure.
I think it was like re-barreled in just a regular charred oak barrel, but somehow they had smoked the barrel before they. I mean, I don't know how you do that, but that's
It
kind of
was
the way
still
they read it.
overpriced water from everything I read or watched.
Gotcha.
But I guess Basil Hayden's probably can't do anything more than 80 proof, because if they do, then it's something else, right?
Well, it's possible.
Then it's Baker's, or I don't know what's next, but
Yeah, there's an audience for it, and I hope they enjoy it. And there's plenty of it for them on the shelves.
I do like the bottles. Like the bottles look cool, so
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
I was like, they market it well because
They do.
everybody that thinks they're buying fancy stuff buys Basil Hayden.
I jumped on the 10-year when it first came out, and we all know how that happened. It took
Yeah.
dead last in our under 90.
That's right. Yeah.
That just reminded me. A friend of mine from work this morning said he tried 2 bourbons over the weekend. He's all excited. The first one was Town Branch, and the second one was Bibb and Tucker. And I didn't know.
I've
I'm like,
never-
those.
yeah,
Did
I've
you
never
like
had
that?
either.
Like, no, I don't. But I did hear. I think Town Branch is redoing things, or I don't know if somebody I watched a review where somebody said they were aging it longer, or doing something. I don't know, but I just remember I didn't like it when it came out.
I did get one that I was kind of excited about because it's not around here, and it was the Widow Jane 10-year.
Mhm.
I haven't opened it yet, but I was interested. It wasn't bad price. I figured 10-year product for $50, you can't go wrong.
Isn't Widow Jane 10-year MGP too?
I
It
believe
may
so.
be. It may
I believe
be.
so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, please.
That'd be good then.
So Beam.
You know, it'd be real smart for us sometime
What's
when
that?
we start talking about all this stuff to actually have like our facts laid out. So we don't go,
No.
I don't know what to
You
grab.
think people come here for facts?
Yeah, facts. You want
we
facts?
need a Will Haynes in our corner that actually knows.
Yeah.
I should have texted them the link today.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, we
It
should.
looks like it's a blend of all three. Kentucky, Tennessee. At least this batch is Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the
Blend of
youngest could be
straight
10-year
bourbons.
then, so it could have older stuff too.
Yeah.
Is it still safe to assume when you see Tennessee on a bottle, it's probably still Dickel, or are there other distilleries that are sourcing?
No idea.
I generally
would-
shy away from anything that says Tennessee on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be willing to bet 95+% is all coming
And
out.
I'm one of those odd men out when it comes to that. I actually like the minerality in some of those. I really do.
Man, so Conway, who I was talking about earlier, in our 12 days sent that bottle of Dickel that I guess he bought a barrel, and that the one he picked, it was 16 years old, I think, wasn't it? Something like that. I really enjoyed that. It was unique. It had a unique character to it, but I really enjoyed that one. So,
Yeah, that was pretty.
yeah.
That's pretty different. It was good.
I haven't had too much Dickel overall. And Nat's asking what distillery makes Basil Hayden. Yeah, jump clap. Finally, we haven't had that for a while. We need more tie so we can have more jump clap.
Jim Beam, that.
Yeah, that would be Jim Beam. So the Beam has is it 4 or 5 different? It's Jim Beam itself, Basil Hayden's, what
Knob
else?
Creek,
Knob Creek,
Yeah,
Bakers, and
Bakers,
Bookers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the fancy weird little book and all that stuff, I guess. But yeah, it's one of
So
those.
Basil
5.
Hayden's the same mash bill as like old granddad. So if you want
Is
to
it?
proof, yeah, I think they only have two bourbon mash bills. They have like a higher rye, which would be Basil Hayden and old
Okay.
granddad,
Gotcha.
and then most of the other stuff.
Yeah, Jim Beam. I'm a fan of Beam stuff overall. It's one of I like Beam a lot.
I like it more than it doesn't seem like people like it very much, but I think I like it more than most.
Yeah.
I'm still a Booker's fan, even though it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
It's all climbing now.
Everything's climbing. Everything's flying up. It's insane.
Yeah.
We had that
I mean-
is it Sagamore rye? The like kind of square diamond cup bottle.
Yeah,
Just the base one of those is $80 up here right now. Like not cast strength, not anything, not single barrel, just the base rye. I'm like $80 for this is insane to me, but maybe it's just normal.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know.
I just bought a Buffalo Trace the other day. I mean, that's never been one of my favorites, but it's getting hard not to buy because it's still $30, and I don't know how old it is. I think it's got a little bit like 8 maybe. And it's getting to be a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And good old
Yeah,
wild
Maker's
5101.
Mark is starting to look better and better.
I that's been a go-to for me for maybe the past year. If I'm just not sure what to buy, I'll grab a bottle of Makers. It goes through it pretty quick, but it's a nice like grab a rocks glass and have a large pour whiskey. I find it's easy. You know, you don't have to think about it. It's pleasant and cheap-ish. So
That's kind of the way I am with Wild Turkey. Seems like I'll buy a bottle just because I don't feel bad about drinking it. You know, I mean, it's cheap enough and it's readily available, but I don't seem to keep them very long. You know, they're easy to grab.
It's true.
Utah just put out a Maker's Mark private barrel for Father's Day. They actually call it the Father's Day blend, and I wanted to get it, but I don't know if I trust Utah's palate in general. I did buy. They did come out with when they did the barrel proof, the Elijah Craig barrel proof, the 9-year. I was so excited, thinking, barrel proof. It was not good.
All right.
I did not like it. So I'm like, maybe you should get somebody that actually drinks whiskey to actually pick these barrels. Maybe.
Have you guys, any of you done the makers ambassador program where you get your name on a barrel and then when it's ready they email you and you can go down and buy bottles of it?
That would be cool.
We did it like 3 years ago. I don't know how long they age it for, but I gotta feel like we're getting close to. Dave, JJ, and I all got on the same barrel, so we should be. Cool. It's another trip to Kentucky for.
Nice. Yeah, I've got my name on one, but I don't know anything else about it at this point. So.
Speaking of barrels with your name on it, you excited for the new riff coming up?
Yeah,
I'm excited. That's coming up too. It's I can't remember the date. I know we leave for Canada on July 14th. I get home on Saturday, and Sunday we're leaving for Kentucky to go down and do the pick on Monday. So it's all right there in a row. So it's going to happen fast.
That's going to be fun. And the sticker for that is awesome.
I can't,
That's cool. Tommy D says the Maker's 46 cask is the best stuff they make. I can't get the Maker's 46 cask strength up here, but I do really like Maker's 46 in general, just the base model. I think, Ty, didn't you grab one?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I got swindled by the new, apparently glass shortage change in marketing from them.
Yeah.
Because, I saw the Maker's 46 and they added in, big, bold print, the French oak thing on it. And I was like, I've never seen this before, and picked it up. But I will say, I've crushed that bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm at the stage of the summer where I do simply peach and bourbon on ice all the time, and Maker's 46. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. You'll get in trouble real fast.
So simply peach is like peach juice, or is it like a mix, like a drink mix?
No, it's just peach juice.
Like simply orange. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah. So, you can spice it up a little with a splash of ginger beer, which just makes it a little more refreshing tasting. But man, I'll do one of those 32-ounce tumblers and play some cornhole drinking that. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good way to get in trouble, Ty.
Mm-hmm. I learned from the best.
Because you think I'm set for the day, but it doesn't work out. You get to play in cornhole. Next thing you need to refill after the first game. It gets out of hand.
Then you're drinking like Natalie. Natalie will take an entire 32-ounce. She's making her drink. I said, "What's in that?" She's like, "Gin and tonic." Drink a 32-ounce gin and tonic for brunch.
Brunch.
That's your brunch mix.
Oh,
Jason,
careful.
Jason,
careful.
Jason, you married way up, man.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. I would never have a drinking contest with her. She'd kick my ass. And be able to tell you what it tastes like on the way down.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
She's 32 ounces in and still going, I get some, I don't know, what is that? Some ginger and some allspice.
She lives up in the world. She's actually going to the Whiskey Symposium, the Women of Whiskey Symposium in Louisville in August.
No way.
Yeah.
Dang.
All by her lonesome. She's already booked a dinner with Peggy Noe Stevens and the whole nine. So
that's amazing.
Wow.
I'm always bragging Natalie up to my friends. I think I come off as a nerd, but I you don't understand. She's
good at what she does.
She
We need to have her put a flannel on and come on one of these nights.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And just geek out about tasting stuff.
Yeah, we should do a flannel tasting. Where we set up a tasting or something and have her tell us what we actually are tasting.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Natalie knows something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we all send her a sample of something we like and then see what she gets off of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Have our
yeah.
list of notes, like have ours
That'd be
already
awesome.
prepared,
Yeah.
and then she gives what
I
it
think
actually is.
I told the story last week, but the most baller move was that time she wanted to just smell the truffles when we went out to the steakhouse.
Yeah.
So she has to shave the truffles, and it was $20. They just gave him a shaved truffle right on the plate. Had pictures of her sniffing it and smelling it, and he just left it on the table when we left. So I'm like, that's a baller move.
It's research.
Research. She actually forgot about it, but it sounds better when I say she just left it on the table. But
That's awesome. Yeah.
how baller is that? Ask for shaved truffle and just leave it on the table and you're done with it.
Yeah, Nat says that would be fun. Let's make this happen. We'll set someone up and have.
I think it could be that could rival our like draft event. That'd be like a big production. We could do that.
That'd be a lot. Yeah, I think that'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun.
But time we get some chicks on here, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. We could do something like I don't think of a good way to like how to develop your nose. Like what sense, what like this whole weekend we went to the freaking plant store. That is
the plant store.
Yeah,
the plant store. Is that what they call it?
That's the way I call it, the plant store.
Is it nursery?
Yeah, there we go.
It's like we definitely know who the brains of that relationship is.
Did we stop by the mail store?
I've been up there.
Was that MALE store or
no, the MAIL?
That one too.
I'm kidding.
Well, Natalie may have swung by the mail store too.
That's
The other one.
Yeah. You gotta watch Natalie. You catch her in the right mood, she gets a little frisky.
Yeah,
Some of her comments on that.
She's
I was
fantastic.
like, she will make a lot of people blush real quick if she needs to. So.
Yeah,
first of all.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely do that. Get her on and do some whiskey tastings, and that'll be fun. I think it'd be great.
And she loves the high peated stuff. One of her favorite bottles is the Lagavulin and the Octomores and the
Octomore. Yeah, I haven't had that forever. That thing's been open for a while.
But even her, I can't get her to taste the Floki. I should send y'all samples just to.
I'll give it a go. Nah.
I tried it again. That's the only.
I deserve it though. We had the fantasy football.
And
nobody sent me anything.
Yeah.
Nobody sent me anything.
Oh, that's totally
no. I should have brought the whiskey weekend. I missed my opportunity.
Michelle is here and she says, "Yes, Natalie, get on for sure."
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
Hey, Michelle, since you're on here, are you coming out this weekend? Next weekend? Michelle's coming back to Colorado.
Nice.
What week? I don't know.
She's practically a local at this point.
You know, there's possibilities in that.
Nice.
Well then.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm just gonna go back to drink. I don't know.
Quiet.
Let me talk to you about my insurance.
You're on the
problems.
ball tie last weekend.
What? Well, all right. Well, I told her to come sign the bottle the first time she was here, and she didn't even let me know she was in town this time. So I see where I'm at.
Just got busy.
Yeah. Priorities. Time.
Yeah.
All right. I bought a new flannel today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dixon had did you see the Ald flannel? It's like the
blue one?
bright green and it's green and gray. I think it was for what was it? St. Patty's Day. They had that Ald flannel that came out. It was on sale. So
I think I remember that one.
I was very tempted for the new one, the new black or the new blue and silver one package.
See, the Canada site's a few months behind you guys, so you guys will get it out, and then it might show up in Canada, might not.
I have to hide it.
I mean, like, when's St. Patrick's Day in Canada? Is it still coming up, or are you going to wear it next year?
Well, I think it's in October, right?
It's every other day.
Oktoberfest. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I
we
don't want
had-
to steal your thunder, but I also bought a Dixon today. I've got one of their short sleeves coming, one of those bamboo.
the bamboos.
The
Oh, they're comfy
bamboos?
as hell.
The All Star, the red, white, and blue one's kind of it's gonna be
Oh.
my 4th of July drinking shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
Perfect for 'em.
I'm thinking about grabbing that one just for Wamigo.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I mean-
going to Wamigo. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. I'm gonna be in the car for 16 hours with my family.
Me too.
Sunday, do 4th of July, turn around, drive back 16 hours the next day. So
It's going to be brutal for us too. I mean, we have a 2-hour layover in Dallas. So
Oh, yeah. Brutal.
Are you in like the VIP lounge during
we
those
have
2
to-
hours?
You
We
know
have
who's
to-
in Dallas? You know who's in Dallas?
DFW? Are you
and
at
we had to
DFW?
save some money, so we scaled down to a mid-size car for the rental.
Oh,
Come on.
brutal.
Are you at DFW though for 2 hours?
I think
Or
so. I could
Are
be
you
wrong.
on Southwest or regular or not
Delta.
Southwest? Okay.
For our own
No.
survival, we only go flight Delta because anything in Salt Lake that's not Delta, you're in for a 2-mile hike.
All right.
Just the way
So
the construction is.
DFW, you just go to Papa Do's and you sit
Hmm.
down and your life is good. That's the best part about DFW is they have Papa Do's in the airport.
What is Papa Do's?
It's like a southern, like New Orleans style restaurant. So you can get like crawfish etouffee, you
Mhm.
get alligator bites, like
Gotcha.
it's stinking killer. So
And then we're flying into Kansas City Airport, whatever it's called. So we're excited. We're going to do a little bit of touring and checking out the Kansas City barbecue scene and kind of. And then we have a Airbnb in Manhattan. So
nice.
we're staying most of the weekend up in Manhattan so we can hang out with y'all. And then
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I'm
It'll be
jealous.
fun.
Corey is I think he's working on that fireworks display right now, so he couldn't jump on tonight, but
Yeah, he keeps sending all those teaser videos, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how this stuff works. Like, I don't know if you all are smarter than me, but he's like all those freaking fire pots synchronized to music and like
all I watch is flames go everywhere.
yeah, it's like
Like
the
that's cool.
infield of a baseball field, and it's
Yeah.
like
yeah, now they're all synchronized.
rad.
to music. It's like even better.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
They
excited.
do. It's gonna be cool. So I guess the week of the 4th, maybe, or the week after, depending on what's going on. We'll have a recap from you guys.
Absolutely.
Your trip to Wamigo and have Corey talking about everything. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
Maybe
We'll probably-
Corey will have like a little teaser. Although,
we'll have to do it because the 4th is Monday.
yeah, so it'd be the 6th or the week after.
6th. Yeah, 6th may work.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Although Corey might be dead. Not literally dead, but like exhausted.
Well, it depends on how the
Based
fireworks go. Either
Well,
way.
I guess there's always a chance, but he's not right up in there. So, yeah. So the only flag we've ever got on one of our videos is Corey's video that he posted. We got a copyright claim because he had a song in there.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
It was
funny.
It was worth it though. It was worth it. Yeah. Oh, apparently you guys fly home on the evening of the 6th.
There we go.
So we'll have to do it that following week.
We'll do it the following week. Tommy D says canceling a lot of fireworks in my
Okay,
part of
man.
Colorado.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's all over Colorado.
Dry there? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't mean to rub it in, but it's been absolutely beautiful here for the last 2 weeks. We're even getting a storm this weekend. It's been like a high of 82, 83, and just a little bit of rain here and there. It's just been beautiful.
You do mean to rub it in.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
was like,
I do.
Yeah, it sounds like
was
rubbing it in.
91 and windy still here today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All
It was
my,
still
all my
very hot.
all my kids that moved to Oklahoma are regretting it because it's triple figures already, and they
I
just
think
got
most
out
of
of
the
the
people-
tornado warnings, and now they're back into sweltering heat wave.
It was 40 here today.
40.
Yeah, that's Celsius. That's like
Or
102.
like Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
95.
I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it was hot and humid. That's for sure. Yeah. If we see 40, that means it's really warm.
How much is a gallon of gas, Ian?
I don't know what gallon is.
Okay,
A
how
liter
much
of
is a
gas.
liter?
A liter of gas is $2 ish. $2
So
Canadian.
multiply that by
And-
3.8. That's like almost $7 or $8 a gallon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah. It's up there. 40s, 85 Nat says. I think it's up more than that. A little higher than that, I think. But no, it was hot today. And the humidity just kills us, the lakes. But yeah.
It's like I'm grateful. Like when we were in Texas, it was stupid hot and humid. And
Yeah.
so always grateful for not a
Yeah,
humid
we don't have Texas heat.
Yeah.
Like that's something I don't know anything about. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. Although in the winter, I want to go visit Clint and Conway. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh, did you
they
see
got it all
Clint
right.
complaining about his pool was 90 degrees the other day?
Yeah.
I think we got to get Clint on soon. I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that
he's
guy in
all
a
right.
while. Yeah, get Clint on and chat about like what could we?
Clint's coming
Cigars?
to Colorado this weekend.
No way.
Yeah.
Was he going to watch the show?
Yeah, he flies in Friday. He's gonna come to the show Saturday. Then
That's
he's
awesome.
driving. He's buying my old truck and driving it home on Sunday for
That's
his kid.
right. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
How'd that
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
You don't
It was-
remember this?
Yeah, he's I posted it on Facebook and he
Yeah.
was like the first person to reach out like a month ago.
Is it
about
for
it.
his kid? The one?
Yeah,
that
and
you-
he's like-
the other one?
Yeah, he's like, I can't find anything in Texas. We're already coming to Colorado, so I'll just drive it home. I'm like, all right.
Perfect.
That's what you want to do.
And so is Karen in the magic, like watching the magic show?
Yeah, so it's been hit and miss because they had all the stuff with Karen's dad happen.
Yeah.
And so they originally were staying longer and they were staying in that same Airbnb that Jason and Nat had for Taste of Spring, and we're there and going to make it kind of their vacation, and they had to cut it super short. So they're just coming in and yeah, she wasn't, the last first change was she wasn't even going to come. So
Gotcha.
I'm glad they're going to at least get to come up. And
So you're getting extra videographers when she's in the crowd,
yes,
right?
we're just going to put a camera straight on Karen
Yeah.
for the entire show. Like,
Yeah, everybody that's in the audience, can you just get your phone out, film her, and then send me it, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
this is going to be my new highlight reel, is just watching Karen.
For those that don't know, Karen is Clint's wife. If you watch Barn Night at Home with Troy's on, he's one of the main guys on that. And his wife freaked out with the Ty's Magic Show, and it was hilarious. So was that Whiskey Weekend Batch 2?
3.
She did that.
Well,
I know too. She
maybe
really
both.
freaked out.
2 and 3.
Yeah, Batch
Yeah.
2 was. I was there for that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't at 3, but yeah, Batch 2 was hilarious when she was going nuts. That was
Yeah.
great.
I don't know if she's still. I maybe not shouldn't remind her, but she's probably not watching. But supposedly she has a shirt that she was going to wear just for this show that just says "Shut up," like on it. Because that was all she could say at Batch 2. Was
That's
just,
right.
Shut up.
I remember that. That's hilarious.
It's almost like she was
cards
getting
whipped at
mad.
you.
Like every
Yeah.
time you would
Oh.
do a trick, she would get mad.
Yeah.
Dude, after the show, she was livid. She was like grilling Nate. Like,
She was looking for an exorcist.
yeah, this is Satan. Like, what is happening here?
That's awesome.
So Ty, what do you think? Your 2 bottles. You have a
Yeah.
favorite?
I was just thinking the triple mash wins.
That's what I've heard.
It's good. Yeah. The bonded is it's better than most Jack Daniels, but you can taste more of the like kind of standard Jack Daniels in it. So that'll be one that gets poured over peach juice or something for me. But the triple mash I could drink.
I usually kill my stuff with ginger beer. Anything I'm not a big fan of gets ginger beer.
Yeah, ginger beer gives me such bad heartburn. I can't drink much of it.
Yeah, I usually kill the stuff by having like a nice glass of something and then just dumping the rest in that glass and keep going.
Yeah.
I make this summer drink. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There you go.
I make this summer drink that's just dangerous, and it's basically whatever bourbon you want to throw in there with apple cider and homemade sour mix and a little bit of lemon. It tastes just like a fresh apple, and you can drink it by the gallon. It's dangerous.
Just like Bush Apple. That sounds great.
See, I was writing that down so I could try it, but when you said like homemade sour mix,
Well, just sour. It's just it is simple syrup with a bunch of lemons in it.
Yeah, homemade sour mix. Everybody does
telling
that.
you.
Yeah, that's a good activity for the kids.
Yeah. I need my summer drinks to be as easy as possible.
Yeah.
All it is you put a bunch of sugar in a pot with some water and squeeze a bunch of lemons in there and call it good.
So speaking of summer drinks,
Do they
I usually
sell it at
drink.
Walmart?
They do actually. It's just not as good.
Well, I'm lazy, so it might be as good.
Fair enough.
After the first one, won't matter.
Yeah.
Here I was talking to the connoisseurs of the group. I should have just been
You should have known better. The only I was just gonna say my summer drink would be an old fashioned because it's got ice in it. And Ty, what's happening? You got anything cooking?
Well, so I mean, yes, but it's delayed for sure.
Okay.
So Abbott,
But your stuff though. I don't I know you got a lot going on that, but do you have a batch that's gonna be coming out?
well, so I wasn't gonna make one this year because we were supposed to be mass producing.
Gotcha.
And so I'm like, I'm not gonna compete with myself. That seems stupid.
Yeah.
But with things happening, I was just thinking, I was like, man, if I'm going to do a Christmas release, I'm going to have to start getting things together here soon to do that again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
All right. Because I'm not sure if it's your name on the bottle or just it's that delicious, but it's my favorite. One of my favorite things is those Ty Gallenbeck old fashions.
It's funny you mentioned that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we're hoping the Telluride one competes with it at the 53-gallon variety, because
That'd be awesome.
Then we're in good shape at that point. So we're supposed to try to get it barreled this summer still. I was talking to their distiller, and he's just trying to find a barrel that he can set aside for that project. And if we can do that, then that'll be fun. But
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was actually had a chance to show it off the other day. Jared brought some friends from work, and they were big whiskey fans. Well, they were getting new into the sport of whiskey, and so I brought them in to have a tasting and kind of told them what's going down. And one of them wasn't into whiskey; he was more into old fashioned. So he brought the stuff to make old fashioned. He was teaching my son how to make an old fashioned, and they were making them, and they were okay. And then I said, "Now you know what they are. Let me show you a good one." And I ran up into the fridge and got some of the leftovers from Christmas out of the fridge and poured them some of Ty's old fashioned mix, and now they know what to aspire to. So,
yeah, those are so good.
yeah,
unfortunately, they don't last long for me.
No.
It's usually cracked and gone pretty quick.
It's probably better that way because they start getting some sediment after a while. Yeah. So, yeah.
No, that's the guy that left me the Coy Hill. That was so nice.
Wow. That's crazy.
Thank you. He watches, I think.
Oh, speaking of Coy Hill, did anybody get their samples?
From
Michael.
Yeah,
I did.
I did.
I did not. I think someone's up with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, dang nabbit, this thing is sitting here and I'm waiting.
mine's right over there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have him on.
We should.
Let's get Michael on. He's a good dude. Yeah.
He's all right.
Is he all right? As you're staring at this beautiful sample bottle.
Yeah. We're waiting for 2 weeks to crack into that thing.
Yeah. So
Troy, just crack into it and then refill it. No one else will ever know. You just got to play it off for one
no
night.
one will know.
Yeah, I've
no
had to
one
do
will
that on a
know.
couple
Isn't that what it
occasions.
is? Isn't that a
How will they
TikTok thing?
know?
Yeah. No one will know.
You're gonna know.
What's that song? The like when everybody gets hit or something like that. Somebody what is it? The TikTok video where like it's
You're
always,
not baiting me into singing.
The All-Star song?
yeah, the All
That's
Star.
right.
Is it? Yeah, that song. That's some of the most funny thing I've
I
seen in
think
a
you should
while.
sing it, Troy.
I don't know it. I can't. It's on
Yeah,
my mind, but
I'm not a singer per se.
yeah, but where they like smash into something just at that moment.
Yeah.
You guys, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
But watching some of that stuff is hilarious. There's one guy that I follow that just keeps posting them, like reposting them on his stories, and I sit there on his stories for like 20 minutes just watching people smash into things.
That
not
stuff's
sure.
dangerous. I'll lose
Yeah.
a half an hour just looking at stupid 30-second videos. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know how I got
Almost
in
like
there.
that's what they plan to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they get you?
It's like my daughter has surpassed the 500 subscribers mark.
No way.
And it's like 60,000 views. Like
What?
and all she does is stupid little like shorts.
She's totally kicking
Good
her
for
ass.
her.
This
Good-
is
yeah,
the dumbest thing. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna hire you to just make shorts and
yeah,
put it on my channel. So
yeah.
I would watch if Troy would wear shorts.
See, that seems creepy. I don't get it.
And on that note, it's time for just a tip.
If they're short enough,
Short shorts and just a tip. Brought to you by Troy. Anyway,
Could you imagine if any one of us? Well, Ty could pull it off. He's got the legs, but like the new
Yeah.
style these days for shorts are like mid thigh. That everybody's that's the new. Couldn't do it.
In Ohio, we call them dick highs.
that's perfect.
I can't even follow that. I was gonna say
Yeah.
something else. I'm like, there's no point now. Yeah,
I don't know.
we're done here.
All right. Well, does anybody have a just the tip for this week?
I do. I got one.
All right.
For any audio book people.
Yes.
Actually, so I sent out a text. I'll do a movie and a book recommendation. So I sent out this text to like a half a dozen people, all people like not in my normal world kind of thing. Trying to get, and all I said was I want 2 books and 1 movie that inspire you.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I left it at, because I'm in a place where I'm trying to get some outside inspiration, needed new stuff, all this. Anyway, so one of them came from Dixon, and the book he recommended was Shoe Dog, written by Phil Knight. And so it's the story of Nike, like the creation of Nike. And man, it's rad. Like I'm not through it all the way yet, but it's such a like cool story to listen to. So there's a ton of stuff in it that just inspirational and funny, and you know how he's like, I mean, he's a college kid that flies to, you know, overseas to like make this shoe deal and just makes it up on the spot. And I don't know, it's good. So that's
cool.
the book. And then movie, another friend recommended this movie called Whiplash. Have any of you ever heard of this?
Yeah.
I saw that. We saw that. That's the first show that I saw when Nat took me to Sundance for the first time in my life. That's
Yeah,
the
so
first show.
the-
It's amazing.
With the drummer and it was incredible. I'd never heard of it. And watched it on one of the plane trips, and I was like, it is ridiculously good. So I forget the bald guy's name. That's
I forget his name, but
he won, you know, all sorts of
And he
awards
just
for that role.
He was compelling, to say the least. He was a bastard.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
So, give me a little bit of a plot. What's Whiplash about?
It's all about a jazz ensemble band, like a competitive one, And it's just basically the drive to compete, and he's just a taskmaster of a leader, and it's pretty much it's thin on plot, but that's pretty much the whole show is how he drove to become one of the best drummers and the price that he paid and the politics involved. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
Andrew, what is his name? Andrew Nyman, right? Nope, that's the drummer. Terrence Fletcher. J.K. Simmons. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah,
That's who it is.
Yep.
Right.
So he's the conductor, and he is just this hard ass coach. And so it's their relationship through this process of a young freshman coming into this college jazz school. And
Cool.
it's kind of a coming of age story, and I don't know. There's a lot to it.
It's pretty fitting too, because the main character is Miles Teller from Maverick. So
Yeah, which he's like young and chunky.
Yeah.
That's really. I didn't even put the two of them together. That's right.
Yeah, my wife told me that. I'm like, there's no way that's the same guy. And then I'm like, oh crap, because he's like a young nerdy guy in this.
There's another movie I want you to try or watch. Ty. Well, I guess we can talk about it off air, but it reminded me because of Sundance. It was the same time, and there's a show called. It's older. It's independent. It's called Calvary, and it has. I forgot his name. Brendan Gleeson. Hamish from Braveheart, the Irish actor, the redheaded.
Yeah.
Anyway, he plays this Irish priest on the island and gets basically during confession. So parishioner says he's going to kill him in 7 days. He has basically the whole movie is him coming to terms with that. His mortality. Does he retaliate because he's a priest? Does he believe in God? Does he turn the other cheek? Does he let it happen? It's a lot more compelling. I mean, it's very compelling. It's actually quite funny, but it's
sounds super funny so far.
It's very dramatic. It's very dramatic, but it's ironically funny. There's and a lot of things in it. So it's not just an emo doom and gloom. It's
Ty.
He gone.
Battery level low.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what we're
doing. This is cool. We're in the Matrix.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
There's another great movie. No.
Okay. We're in the Matrix.
Speaking of funny, I'll just go ahead and do my.
Hold on. Let's see. Can I do this? What's the Matrix?
It is. Take the blue pill, which I do already anyway. So
I'm transfixed on it. So do you have a just a tip?
I do.
All right.
So my favorite comedian, I posted on the Instagram a while ago, was Kyle Kinane. And he's hilarious. If you look him up on his YouTube, he the one we went to the special. And his album called Trampoline in a Ditch is being released in a couple days. And you probably be on Spotify, look it up. He's a hilarious comedian.
Cool.
And two, just for fun, the other day I was surfing through things and I found that they had just released a grape flavored Pop-Tart.
Grape flavor? Wasn't this somewhere?
Yeah, I did. I posted it last week.
That's right.
But anyway, I hate to tell you, Troy, it's good enough for me to jump off Team Blueberry.
I get torn every time a new Pop-Tart flavor comes up because it just rehashes all that freaking anxiety and the whole debate and
Oh, I'm gonna fall in love with these and they'll disappear.
The Pop-Tart dilemma. It's gonna be a new movie coming out. Yeah.
It's been going on for years now. You know what I mean?
I've been solidly Team Blueberry with you. I've been holding the solidarity, but this grape one might make me think twice.
Okay, well,
strawberry anyway. So
I just have one little small, just the tip. I watched a movie last night. It was recommended to me. Adam Sandler's new movie, Hustle. Have you guys seen that yet?
I haven't.
Great show.
It was pretty good. I mean, if you're an NBA fan, which I am not a huge NBA fan, but it's got must have 25 different NBA players in it. But it's a pretty good movie. It's kind of like the NBA version of Rocky. Adam Sandler's a scout and he finds a prospect in Spain and gets him in the NBA. But it's a pretty good story. I mean, it was an entertaining 2 hours.
Sweet.
I'd recommend it.
And Sandler's actually a really good dramatic actor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Except for that one movie. Oh, what was that called?
Billy Madison.
He did like the first dramatic movie he did, early 2000s.
Zohan.
No, not.
I'm kidding.
I know what you were talking about. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah.
It was horrible, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
All right. So Hustle's good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
My Just a Tip is the opposite of that. It's something not to watch. It's also on Netflix, and it's Interceptor. So Elsa Patsky or whatever, Chris Hemsworth's wife, is in this new movie called Interceptor. It is absolutely terrible. I watched it thinking it was going to get better the whole time, and realized how bad it was. Does anyone remember like Three Ninjas back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Do you don't know Three Ninjas? Oh my goodness,
Jason knows.
It's like the kids
I had
doing
kids
martial
that age.
arts. Yeah, it's like kids doing martial arts, and it's
Colt,
just like this
and I remember
cheesy.
Colt and
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right, cheesy martial arts stuff. And I was like, man, it's like they took a page out of that book, but tried to make it serious and modern, and it's just so garbage. Oh, Tommy D says,
Tommy D thinks maybe just give it another
she's
shit.
hot. Yeah. Well, I don't disagree. But
that's why Ian started watching it in the first place.
Well, Chris Hemsworth is kind of hot too, so like, what?
I did. I'm sorry.
It was terrible. So save your time unless you think she's worth it. But,
You keep sparking memories, but I did watch. There's a new one on Netflix with Hemsworth called Spiderhead.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's all right. Yeah.
I
It
like
redeems the pair of them because
I like it. It's
terrible.
one of those that the more you think about,
Yeah.
the better it is. I mean, it's one of those that's it's a thinker, but I really enjoy it.
Oh man, I don't know how that happens
What's-
with Thor making ugly kids.
Oh, and Ragnarok's
How
coming
does
out.
Tommy know what his kids look like?
I think he's really interested in her. Yeah. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok's coming out soon. So I've kind of ragged about this the whole time with this Chris Pratt Terminalist show. Terminal List, not Terminalist, the Terminal List.
Terminal list, yeah.
Yeah, and it's coming out July 1st, and it's going to be all on Amazon Prime. Chris Pratt's the main character. Jack Carr wrote it. Antoine Fuqua is the director, like Training Day and Equalizer, and that. It looks so good if you're into like spy thriller kind of military thriller stuff, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm pretty stoked for that. And lastly, Obi-Wan. Has anybody watched it?
Yes, I haven't watched today's, but
I haven't watched today's either, but I've been very happy with the progression so far, and I'm excited to watch the latest one. So that would be those are a couple tips. But
so the Terminal List. Didn't you say there was another movie or like a movie that was coming out? Also, it was just like another Jack Carr series or something, or what?
So the Jack Carr has another book that just came out. And then the series is coming out on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But also The Gray Man, which is a different author, is coming out. And that's Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. So
okay,
it's going to be like two movies I'm pretty stoked to. And both I kind of listened to the audiobook before I even know there were movies coming out. And the books are awesome. So I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of it. But yeah, audiobooks have been my thing lately. I know, Ty, you're saying the same thing. A book to listen to. I love Audible. It's been great just to, as I'm driving. I had an hour and a half drive home in traffic today, and you throw some book up and kind of takes the time away. It's nice. So,
I would like to try that, but I don't understand Audible very well. So you have like a monthly subscription, but you also have to buy the books besides that? Is that how it works?
Well, so what I have is the monthly thing, and I get a credit every month, and the credit is for any book. And I think it's like 15. I think it's $15 Canadian. I don't know what it is in the States for you guys, but some of the books I'm buying are like $40 Audible books, so it works it works pretty well.
Audible works out if you listen to at least one book a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it pays for itself that way.
Yeah.
I had Audible for a couple of years and found myself not using it frequently enough to use it. So I went to iTunes. I just buy individual books.
Gotcha.
If I stay on the same path, I would consider going back to Audible now because I've been diving in.
Audible's got a bunch of free stuff as well, like podcasts and more. So it's been worth it lately. I've also paused it at times just to like. I had 6 credits sitting there and I wouldn't. So then I bought a bunch of books, but it's good. I really like it.
Yeah. Another one, since we've jumped around. Yeah. Geez.
Attaboy, Jason.
I got recommended to read Write One Song by Jeff Tweedy, which he is, now I'm going to forget the band, Wilco.
Okay.
So he's like one of the guitar players and
Cool.
singers and songwriters for them. And I am not a musician. I have no desire. I understand my skill set, and it has nothing to do with anything with rhythm. So, but his like creative process was super cool to kind of hear how he was able to come up with stuff. And so that's another one.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, that's some solid just the tips.
I think so. That was a good one.
Especially in those, dick high shorts. Yeah.
Dick highs.
Dick highs. There we go. Yeah. Well,
Pretty sure those are called Ranger panties, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. If you're fit, maybe. Well, I think that just wraps it up. That was fun. I missed you guys. It's been a heck of a week, and it's good to catch up. Troy, any bar night at home news?
No, we've had a couple weeks off because the guys, not me, but Dave was on vacation last week, and JJ is on vacation today. So I'm just drinking solo.
Oh, that's Whiskey Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the question? Drunk.
What is Troy's drunk again?
Speaking of Ranger panties, Dave
nice.
just got Scars and Stripes in the mail. It's great. I really enjoyed that book. That's Tim Kennedy, so the MMA fighter and Ranger spec ops kind of military dude. You want to talk about inspiring? That guy. The end of that book, he talks about Afghanistan and stuff like that. Definitely perspective is key. So that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Sorry, Troy, go back to Whiskey Wednesday / bar night at home.
Yeah.
Oh, bar night at home. Yeah.
Bar night. Bar night.
Bar night at home.
Bar night.
We did one last week, and we've changed the format again. We're going once a month on Thursdays, and we did one last Thursday, and I'm sad to say I came in 4th place out of a total of possible 4.
That's a good bottle.
We know why, though. There's a recipe to your failure.
Well, I had the only rye.
Not just that.
The following the rules thing.
Lowest proof.
Yeah.
Troy has to go high proof. Yep.
I need to up my game because I was dominating for a while, but now I've been circling the drain. And I've had about enough of coming in last. So
all right.
Ty, Conway, and Corey will agree that bottle was pretty awesome. Maybe it tasted better because of the company we kept, but it was
which bottle was it?
And let's just admit, Dustin and Eric's palates are terrible.
He submitted that High West finished brandy bottle that we got from when you were up with the Corey and Conway. Right?
Oh yeah, no, that
It's sucker. But
Beautiful.
It was only rye, and it came off very herbally compared to all the bourbons. But they're still crazy.
That was fun to watch, though. That was bar night at home last week. Go back and watch it. I think it's on Chief's Whiskey Bar on the YouTube channel. Is that what it is? Yeah, or barnight.com.
Yep, or you can just barnight.com.
So. There you go. Yeah. Ty, what do you got going on?
Now, in the future, what are we talking about?
Well, eight times up, You threw some
yeah.
teaser pictures recently.
I figure I'll just like rotate through all my like Instagram handles and
Yeah.
advertise for all of them. So
That's perfect.
yeah, I was wearing the hat. I was like, oh, I'll put 8 times up out there. So yeah, we still don't do crap for videos yet. We tried to film this last time we went out and it was miserable. So
Yeah.
but we do have good swag. Like the new Patreon swag they're these like tactical backpacks that are they were way better than I thought they were going to be for what they are. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked on them.
I will say that as a supporter, even if with no videos or anything, just a few bucks a month and getting just random amazing shit in the mail is worth it. Because I mean, he's not kidding. That Patreon swag is the best.
Well, that Yeti was
the Yeti and the
lunch bag, the Carhartt.
I was thinking that his swag is so good, maybe he should just do like a mail order business instead of.
I mean, that's pretty much what we are. You just subscribe via Patreon. So
we all just pull it up when he has enough to buy something awesome. He throws it in, and we all get
like one of those men's clubs where you just get like cool gear once a month, or
and the hats are on point. All of it. The logo is awesome.
No, that's all we are, Troy. Right now, like. Yeah, we say we produce content. We don't do crap that way, but yeah. But every quarter you're gonna get something that's pretty badass. So
honestly, it amazes me that you pull off what you do with the amount you charge. I don't want to get specifics, but it's not. Yeah. I think it's easily you get your money back.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, and that's 8 times up at Patreon, right? Going to Patreon.
8 times up outdoors.
8 times up outdoors.
Yeah. Everything 8 times up outdoors. Yeah.
Great.
So there we go.
And you got a big weekend coming up, shows?
Yeah, opening weekend. We had to cancel last weekend because freaking all sorts of stuff. But
yeah,
we canceled one show last weekend. So we're back this weekend. And yeah, awesome. Clint will be in the house and Karen.
Crazy.
It's going to be good.
That's great.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Jason, what do you got going on?
Just Instagram stuff. I will be showing off some pictures of our favorite comedian, Aaron Weber.
Oh yeah,
who is going to be in town this weekend. Matt and my son have tickets.
That's
so awesome. I'm gonna try. They only have one show on Saturday, so hopefully I'm gonna hang around and see if he remembers.
Did you VIP that son of a gun?
I would have, but they didn't have them.
You can
tell
make
who you are.
I will make a VIP.
I
do
was
not know who I am.
Wearing a Whiskey Weekend T-shirt to see if he recognizes.
Yeah,
maybe I'll do a jump clap in the middle of his show and see if he remembers.
Yeah, there you go.
And I did send him. I overstepped and I sent him an Instagram message. He'll probably see it in like 3 months. If he needs anything from a recommendation of a good taco to a ride from the airport, let me know. So
that sounds a little creepy. Yeah, you want to talk on a ride from the airport, you know?
Well, no, I mean we talked about it. We talked about it when I met him last time.
I'm kidding.
So yeah, it wasn't unsolicited. I offered at the weekends.
An unsolicited taco, never ever gone astray.
You can never have a bad unsolicited taco.
Oh, and that dude was just on the Fully Loaded tour with Bert Kreischer or whatever.
Yeah,
Kreischer. Yeah,
I don't know how to say it.
He'll be here on Saturday.
Yeah, so he's been high rolling
packing stadiums.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So then he gets
kind of a big deal.
I've
got a big week coming up.
Yeah,
Patty and my daughter are leaving me for the week, so I will be fully unsupervised for 7 days. My only responsibility is to keep her cat alive, and I give that about a 50-50 chance.
Well, we want proof. Yeah, we want some videos of this.
Yeah, she's gonna be like asking for proof of life after 3 days.
Troy, do you have like Ring cameras up in your bar area at all?
No. That's way above my technology.
It's like, man, we could put that out for the next 3 weeks of content right there.
Yeah. Just keep your camera on, sit down in front of the mic and go.
That's what I need to do. I got a lot of thoughts. I just need to lay down some,
drunk thoughts with the T's.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
I got a lot of things.
Yeah, you can get a little background music like the Jack Handy segments from SNL. And
Yeah.
you guys remember Jack Handy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
you
like,
got-
I didn't get to
You're
watch
good enough.
Yeah,
SNL.
Smart enough.
It was look him up. He just has
It's like some sort of affirmations with Jack Handy, right?
yeah,
Well,
they'd say
make
just
it,
little
Troy,
dumb.
seriously, make it happen. Throw that camera on, get hammered, and walk in front of it.
Okay, I can give you some content.
Send-
I don't
send
know
me
if
the
it'll be worth it.
videos.
You.
If you're wearing shorts, Jason will be all for it. So
Only if they're
Gotta
dick
get some of those Ranger panties on. Yeah.
Yep.
Or not. It's all good.
yeah, or not.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for hanging out. If you want to throw a comment in, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff, check us out at Flannel Panel Streams on Instagram, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers, everybody. Oh, until next time, stay buttoned up.
Buttoned up.
Cheers, everyone.
See ya.